So guys, when we were talking about the metabolism of amino acids, you know both glutamine and glutamate have very important role. Glutaminolysis is the conversion of glutamine into glutamate. Once the glutamate is produced, it can give rise to production of many other metabolites also. The cancer cell depends so much on glutamine and glutamate for the production of energy and for the production of many other metabolites, which are then used by the cancer cells for their survival, for their proliferation, and for the promotion, which ultimately leads to the progression of cancer. Cancer cells absorb the glutamine from their environment. They are very efficient in this absorption. There are enzymes, which convert the glutamine into glutamate. And once the glutamate is formed, it then enters into the tricarboxylic acid, something which shouldn't be new for you now. If we show you here, so this is the glutamine. It is changed into glutamate. And once the glutamate is formed, then you, of course, get the alpha ketoglutarate. And the alpha ketoglutarate, in that way, provide the platform to enter into the Krebs cycle. And the Krebs cycle, how important it is. It's important because you get a lot of energy. It is also important because you get all sort of metabolites also. So in this way, the utilization or dependence upon glutamine for their metabolism, for glutamine metabolism in the cancer cell, give rise to two very big advantage to the cancer cells. Once, because of TCA, you get a lot of energy, and then you get all sort of metabolites. You get amino acids, you get nucleotides, and you get, through the process of gluconeogenesis, the more glucose, which ultimately can also be through the Warburg effect, in turn can be used for the production of the energy. And in this way, as I mentioned, energy and the metabolites production, this is the feature of the glutamine metabolism which cancer cells exploit. Both, here a question should come into your mind, and this is a question I am posing to you. We had shown in the Warburg effect that the cancer cell use more and more glycolysis. They are highly dependent on glycolysis as compared to Krebs cycle. But here I am telling you also that the cancer cells also make use of glutamine so that they can get or make maximum use of the Krebs cycle for getting more and more energy. So, is there any contradiction? Do you think that on one hand we make use of the Warburg effect, on the other hand we are making use of the Krebs cycle? This is something you have to think and come up with an answer. So in addition to producing more and more energy, and in addition to producing the metabolites through the Krebs cycle, another very important role the glutamine metabolism play is it acts as a balancing act. It balances the overall the overactivities, which leads to the production of more and more reactive oxygen species. In that way, it leads to the maintenance of the redox balance. होता क्या है कैंसर सेल्स में? Activities is there is more and more activity. It leads to the release of more and more reactive oxygen species, which are harmful for the cancer cells. So cancer cell neutralize this effect of their higher activity by producing the antioxidants like glutathione through the glutamine metabolism. In this way, glutamine metabolism provides the redox balance, and that redox balance then maintains the overall health of the cancer cells. And in that way, cancer cells evade the problems which could have been caused if reactive oxygen species which are produced because of their overactivity, they were not neutralized. तो ये भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम है जो कि ग्लूटामीन का मेटाबॉलिज्म कर रहा है. Overall, you have tumor progression, you have growth of the tumor, and in that way, cancer become more and more lethal because of its reliance on such metabolites like glutamine during the metabolism. And so you can simply think of that how important it can be as a therapeutic agent, the glutamine. Somehow, if you can inhibit the glutamine metabolism, which is being occurred in the cancer cells, you can really be hopeful that you can get some better results while dealing or while treating the cancer.